You didn't pray for this person. You prayed for love, for connection, for someone who would finally see you. And then they showed up, charming, magnetic, saying all the right things at exactly the right time, and for a while, it felt like an answer. But somewhere along the way, you started shrinking. You started explaining yourself constantly, apologizing for things that weren't your fault, twisting yourself into shapes you didn't recognize just to earn a moment of their approval. And you wondered, why would God allow this? Here's what I've come to understand. God doesn't send us easy teachers. He sends us necessary ones. And a narcissist? A narcissist is one of the most brutally effective mirrors you will ever look into, because they show you exactly where you don't yet believe in your own worth. Think about it. A narcissist only has power over you in the places where you're already doubting yourself. They didn't create the wound. They found the wound that was already there, and they moved right in. Every time you accepted behavior you knew was wrong, you were teaching yourself, I don't deserve better. Every time you stayed silent when you should have spoken, you were teaching yourself, my voice doesn't matter. Every time you made excuses for their cruelty, you were teaching yourself, I have to earn love. The narcissist didn't write those lessons. They just exposed them. And that's where the grace comes in. Because here's what's true. You cannot heal what you cannot see. Before this person, you might have carried those beliefs quietly, politely, never fully confronting the fact that somewhere deep down, you were treating yourself the way they were treating you, long before they ever came along. God used this painful, maddening, soul-exhausting situation to drag that wound into the light. Not to punish you, not because you deserved it, but because you were ready, even if you didn't know it, to finally face it. That's actually the whole lesson. You were waiting for them to validate you, to choose you, to finally say, you're enough. And they never did. They couldn't. A person who doesn't have love to give cannot give you love, no matter how much you pour into them. But in that desperate search for their approval, you came face to face with something sacred. The only approval that was ever going to set you free was your own. So yes, it hurt. And you are allowed to say that. You are allowed to grieve what you thought it was going to be. You are allowed to be angry, but don't waste the lesson. That relationship taught you where your boundaries need to be. It taught you what love is not. And in knowing that, you finally get to define what love actually is. It taught you that you can survive someone choosing themselves over you, and that your life doesn't end when someone withdraws their affection. Those are not small things. Those are the foundations of a self-worth that nobody can take from you. God didn't send you a narcissist to break you. He sent you one to break the lie that you needed someone else to tell you who you are. You walked in asking, why won't they love me? You're supposed to walk out asking, why wasn't I loving myself? And the moment you can answer that question honestly, that's when the healing begins. That's when you begin. If this hit home for you, I want you to do 3 things right now. First, save this video. You're going to need to hear it again on a hard day. Trust me. Second, share it with someone who's still in it. Someone who's still making excuses for someone who doesn't deserve them. You might not be able to say these words to their face yet, but you can send this.